every humdrum life, there is a muse. Someone who ignites inspiration. I had Sally Kirkland. Mom, you'd support me if I went for what I really want, right? I need to move to Hollywood.
Maybe you'll meet Reba McEntire.
I could meet Sally Kirkland.
Like that's gonna happen.
Do these photos mean these people ate here?
You mean Sally? She just left.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a photo of me and my paintings? Are you my new assistant?
Yes.
You start right now. In 1988, I was nominated for the Best Actress Oscar in the same category as Meryl Streep. And it's like I've been completely erased. Ask Ned if he'll hire me.
Sally? Sally Fields? Sally Struthers?
No, Kirkland.
You were in MASH, right?
That's Sally Kellerman.
Anna was the first independent film I ever saw. I love Anna because she's an underdog. Remember when I said I wanted to meet my favorite movie star? She's here and wants to talk to you.
She wants to talk to me?
God just brought us together. He is a mystical child of light.
Okay.
Sally, I want to get you out there again. Get you noticed. You're the reason I came to Hollywood. Come on, this can't be the worst movie you've ever done.
Who's there? In fact, it is.
Please, Zack, you fix the faucet, now please fix the script.
You've done nothing but neglect me.
It's not the same business, Sally.
Ever want a real assistant's job? Give me a call.
You haven't changed.
Nothing good ever came from going online.
I don't know where I belong anymore. You came into my life and you brought me hope. Light of God!
Just because the rest of the world forgot about you doesn't mean I ever will.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Sallywood, arriving on all digital platforms on November 14th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And joining me to talk all things Sallywood is writer-director Xaque Gruber. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. And that was a great intro.
I appreciate that. I'm an empath, so it's all about energy exchange, and I want to give you that energy because I had a delight watching this film. This was super sweet, very relatable to me, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit.
Yeah, I want to hear.
As a fan and lover of this industry, as both an actor, a filmmaker, a host that supports this industry, this is just after my own heart. So I loved this premise, and it was a fun time. It was a very sweet watch. So thank you for sharing this with me.
Yeah, you're so welcome, KUYA P. I'm really glad that it spoke to you in some way. I mean, as a creator, as an artist, that's really our goal, is to try to emotionally connect with others with whatever we're creating, whether it's a comic book or a song or a movie or a painting, whatever we're creating, we want to have that. It's part of why we do what we do, I think. Exactly.
Most definitely. Completely agree. It's a blessing that we definitely have that we are able to do what we do. So I want to dial right into this because this is based on your true story in different respects, which I was delighted to see, especially without spoilers, but I'm sure people somewhat know now this is based on you quite a bit. So it was a delight to see your pictures at the end with Sally and everything. And so to lead into it before I dive in, I just wanted to give my personal touch because I felt like this was my own story as well. While this was your story, I used to live in Maine, of all places.
That's where I am right now. I'm in Maine. You want to see some Maine? I've got trees out there. It's autumn. Oh, there's my Halloween lights.
I love it.
No, I'm really loving autumn in Maine right now. Look at my sweater. Okay.
Oh yeah. I was loving it.
I got a deer.
Moose. Shout out to
both
Moosehead Lake. Moosehead Lake, where I used to vacation quite a bit with the family.
What lake?
Moosehead Lake.
Whoa, that is north. That is wilderness. You are brave.
I used to live on Arcadia National Park when
Wow.
it used to be a naval air station, if you will. My father was in the military. This is back
Okay.
in the I want to say the late 80s, like 86 to 90
Okay.
maybe. But
Okay.
I used to live there and went to school in Ellsworth. Went to Bangor, which is featured. No, you didn't feature this, but yes. So the Maine love is there. But the reason I bring that up is I think it's there in Maine where I fell in love with filmmaking. Like your character
I get
getting the
it.
VHS tapes in the film because of a moose knocking out
I
the.
know, jumping through. Yeah. Isn't that insane?
I was
You know,
loving it. I was living for all of that.
okay, we're really connecting right now. This is so great. So Maine makes me feel creative. And everywhere I go, I feel creative because I'm just that way. But here, it's like amplified. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all of the woods around me and the nature and the quiet and the sounds of the animals and the loons and the
It helps
eagles.
you focus. It's a
I don't,
focus.
yeah, it does something to
Yeah,
you. And I
yeah,
feel I want to do nothing but create up here, write, make art, make films, all this beautiful creation. And so, yeah, that's really fun that you've had this whole Maine history because most Americans in their lifetime never see Maine. It's not
yeah,
on the way to anywhere. There's no major cities or sports teams here. So it's the quiet, tucked away corner that I meet so many people who are like, "Oh, someday I'd like to go to Maine." I'm thinking, "Well, just go." I
yeah.
mean, it's there and it's really great and it's, amazing food, affordable, beautiful. Yeah, it's all good things.
No worries. Completely agree. But that's why this film spoke to me because it was like, I know this person. This person is me. It's where I fell in love with cinema. I fell in love with acting, wanting to be a filmmaker. And so to chart your character as it goes off to Hollywood, and then because he's a fan of somebody, can't recall what star I was, gaga over back then. But I just fell in love with cinema. So I was locked in as soon as I started watching this, Zach.
Oh, I like
So
that. Thank
yeah, I
you.
wanted to lead with that. So for you, bringing your story to life, and penning this tale of your life, how did you decide to come upon writing this tale? Was it birthed out of already what we kind of see featured in this? Can you tell me, the
Yeah.
roots of Sallywood?
Yes. So I have to tell you, I wasn't really even thinking that my experiences with Sally Kirkland was a movie. I basically was at a birthday party about 10 years ago, and the woman who was having the birthday party, who's one of the executive producers on the movie, ultimately, she's a friend of mine, and she just said, I want everyone to get up and tell a 5-minute story about something funny that happened in their life. And I got up and I told the story about how I met Sally Kirkland and she hired me to be her assistant. So the whole room, the whole birthday party was laughing hysterically. And they said, write that into a script, make that into a movie. So I went, okay, because I'm a writer. So I thought, a movie? It's really that funny? It's that good? So I went home and I just wrote the screenplay, fade in, interior, blah, blah, blah. And 3 months later, I had my first draft. And so I showed it to Sally Kirkland, who's a good friend. And, like I'm still her assistant in so many ways. And so I said, would you read this and let me know if you'd like to play yourself in this? I just wrote it. It's about me and you. And she read it over the course of a weekend. And then she called me and she said, I just read the script. I love it. You've written me as the world's biggest narcissist, and I can't wait to play myself that way. And I said, oh, okay, great. So we're going to do this. And I thought, great. Now I've got my lead actress and I've got my script. Now I just need everything else. And little by little, it took some years, but it's just the stars aligned. And I ended up with the funds and the team and the people, and and all of a sudden we're like, we're going into production. It wasn't like I went around town pitching it or, I was determined, I had a dream to make this movie. Now that I've made this movie, of course, I want to dive in and make more, and keep that going because, there was so much learning going on for me with
Yeah.
Sally. I had never made a feature before, and it is a beast to make a feature film. It's a huge undertaking. it's a huge undertaking sometimes to make a short film. So you just
Indeed.
magnify that times 1,000, and it's that much more parts, to go together to make this happen. And right now we're getting the film out there with distribution, which is such a wonderful, breath of relief because the whole world will have access to see it now, as it moves to Amazon Prime and Tubi and cinemas. It's been in film festivals for the last year, and prior to that, it was in post-production. So it's just great that people like you and everyone can enjoy it and see it and hopefully relate to it in some way.
Definitely. I can't wait to share it with my friends and family. I adore it. It's super sweet. It's sugary sweet. And for this to be your directorial debut, your freshman effort, Zach, I count me in the camp to see what you're going to do next.
Really?
Because I would love to see it. It had so much heart that,
Oh,
that
thank
is
you.
lacking of a lot of independent films that, I'm sure you've seen your share of films as well, but this
I
had a
watch
lot of
movies
heart.
every day. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a movie junkie like you.
Yeah.
And right now, with it being near Halloween, I'm watching tons of horror movies, and I'm watching
Same.
them with this guy.
Aw. Hi.
He and I watch movies together.
Love it.
This
Love
is
it.
Zeus, by the way.
Hi, Zeus.
I would say I rescued him, but maybe he rescued me. I don't know. One of those moments where you see a kitten in a parking lot, he just jumps into your arms, and suddenly he's yours.
I
But
love that.
I
I'm a
just,
Lambo lover as well, and I like the fact that you mentioned maybe the Zeus rescued you. I love that. Yeah, beautiful.
oh, I love cats so much. Yeah, I love life. I feel I wake up every morning so happy and so peaceful and grateful and creative. And so anyway, yes, hopefully you and I can work together on some future project too.
Hey,
I really like your energy. You do so many things. You're an actor, you're a host, you got a million hats.
uh, thank you. I love this
You
industry,
got a hat
as I'm
right
sure you
now
do
on
as
your
well.
head. Make history now, which I love
Yes.
history. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing to get my motivation going, to continue to just if you're not gonna get in, well, it's rejection as an actor. You're gonna get 99% no's. I'm sure you know this as well, but it's that 1% that we strive for, and we still keep fighting. And if you love it, you continue to go for it, and that's just like my thing. And
Can
then
I
if they
can I
don't,
just tell you, as
yeah,
a director, because I had to cast this film with my team,
yes.
I hated saying no to actors. Like
Oh,
I
it's the
hated
worst.
that.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
And also I said yes to some actors who were good friends of mine and they ended up in the film and then we had to cut their scene. And
Mm.
that's the worst. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like I don't want to break hearts. I don't want my heart broken. I want to like make things bigger, better, building things with people. But there's only so many roles and there's only so much you can do with this
Yeah.
framework of making a film. And anyway,
No.
so for all the actors out there watching who might not have gotten cast in this, I love you. I want to work with you. Let's like keep talking.
Yes, I completely agree with that. It's a double-edged sword, it's a double-edged blade or whatever that, that when we love this, what we have to do for the better, and all of that. But yeah, yes, Zach, I love this. So you actually led me to where I wanted to go. So you get Sally on board, your good friend, and is amazing. And for those that I think who might not be familiar with her in this film, while she has, and like you said, Sally said, "You're making me a narcissist." I think they're gonna fall in love with her, and if they're not aware of her, they're gonna see how major she was, and just
Oh
how
yeah.
celebrity is over time, and how we forget celebrities. But
Right.
yet they're still very important with what they've done with their work.
Right.
So can we talk about you have Jennifer Tilly, who's lovely as your
Love
mom,
her. Oh my gosh.
the actor that plays yourself, building
Tyler
out this
Steelman.
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just lucked out. I mean, and okay, this is my first feature film. Most people's first feature film might not have five Oscar nominated actors and an Oscar winner, plus Rufus Wainwright providing songs and all this great stuff. Like, it's just fantastic to start here with this. And by the way, I'm not 20. I'm not even 30 anymore. Okay. I'm not a little kid or youngster. I've already had a career I'm a teacher. I don't know if you know that, but I'm an art teacher. I teach writing also. I'm an artist, an illustrator, and I've had many different careers already. So to enter filmmaking, like, decades into your life is doable. I mean, I think that Sallywood, one of the messages is you can try to make it work at any age. And even though the world is ageist, which it really deeply is, as seen in this film, this is Sally Kirkland's reality. Everyone's kind of like, oh, she's an old lady. Let's find somebody who's cool and young and hip and, but she's this. Older people are where it's at. They have all the stories and all the experience and all the humor and all the wisdom, and they're so textured. They have so much life, and to just like say, they're older. They're from the baby boomer generation or whatever, the war babies. No, like most of my friends actually are older than me, so I just dig that. I want to write older characters and explore relationships between generations, which Sallywood does. So we've got the young Zack, which is actually me, played by Tyler Steelman, who's a young writer just coming to Hollywood. This is all true, what's happened in the movie. And then he meets this older actress who he's admired for years. And it was just a chance meeting. And they end up clicking. But it's a wild ride for him. Like he doesn't know what is going on because, LA is its own vocabulary. It's its own like weird world. It's very Alice going into Wonderland, so you're kind of like falling down this rabbit hole into this other world of, I had to actually relearn things and how to talk to people because there is a very different way from Maine to Los Angeles. And as you'll see in this film.
Definitely. Yeah, it was, again, like I said, so relatable. Like when I got into the industry, I'm like, I know a lot of the situations that your character, you were going through. I know that. Like if anybody's trying to break in, I'm sure that's why this is going to click with a lot of different, especially people's in my circle. They're going to see themselves in this. It was so sweet. Nikki Tuazon, who you had in there as one of your actors, I actually was a small world seeing her in it because she's part of a Filipino actors group that I'm a part of.
Really?
So shout out to Nikki.
Oh, she's awesome. I love her. She's so good in this. And I'll never forget when she did her self-tape. We had many different actresses auditioning for every role, and she was among dozens. And I just loved her self-tape so much. But it wasn't solely my decision who's getting cast in the film. I have producers, I have, other people involved. And so I just was like, here's all the self-tapes for BB. Her character's BB, the porn girl, the actress, porn actress. And then they came back, they're like, well, we really like Nikki. And I'm like, oh, like I'm just quietly clapping, like, yes, yes, yes. Because, people don't always agree. So, and then you have to fight and be like, oh no, I really like her. And they'll be like, why? No, she's terrible. No. And I'm like, no, but with her, everyone totally agreed. And I was so thrilled. I completely love working with her. It's so great that, we have.
It's just, like I said, it was a small world. And so like, there's just certain relatableness there that your character goes through. And like when your character, well, his roommate mentions, hey, you could be their driver. I recall different circumstances when I was just trying to figure out different, I've lived many lives like yourself and different positions to just get there. And I did camera work in the adult industry for a little bit, but it's like, so pound cake. I know people like pound cake, or was it pound cake? Yeah.
Pound cake.
Along with BB. It was just spot on. Just so building out this ensemble was just tremendous. You did a great job. Again,
Thank
the
you.
characters were so sugar sweet. It was just shout out to the entire ensemble.
And I love eating sugary foods. I mean, I'm a candy, I don't know what, aholic. I don't know what the word is, but I love candy. And I'm Catholic, so every year for Lent, I give up candy for 40 days. Oh my God, it's so challenging. And then on Easter, you get to go back to whatever it is you gave up. And after 40 days of going away from it, you're like, I don't know, maybe I'm kind of good. Like, I didn't have it for 40 days, but okay, here, let's eat it again.
I love that.
Yeah, so yeah, when you say sugar sweet, I'm like, oh, that feels right.
So what I wanted to, with that being said, there's truth for me, but I'm curious if you can like maybe illustrate some of those truths, or maybe it got twisted a little bit, but just like the moment you met Sally Kirkland, was it at she get you writing her obituary? Was it at art gallery? Like,
yes,
some of the truths that are laced into Sallywood.
It's all truths. And when I met her, I was starstruck because she'd been somebody, as you know, in the movie, who I'd been following for so long, that here she is, like, there she blows. Oh my gosh. And so I'm face to face with her, and she just looks right at me and says, young man, what do you think of my art? And so then I start talking. I'm an artist, so I know how to speak about paintings. And then she says, you're an artist? Yes. You're a Virgo? I said, yes. She said, are you my new assistant? I said, yes.
So it literally went like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I know.
That's so beautiful.
So imagine like the actor or famous person you've been wanting to meet for so long, just saying, are you my new assistant? And you go, yes. And they're like, oh, you start right now. This is great. And she didn't even know my name. I mean, I didn't even know, like, am I being paid? Like, what is happening right now? And I just went, because I tend to say yes to everything. So I just said yes. And then all of a sudden I'm writing her obituary, and I'm having to sleep on the floor of her art gallery because she can't lock it up. And then she gets me in a car accident, and then I have to sleep at her house. And it's like she turned my world upside down. But what's funny is, in retrospect, it's hilarious. At the time it's happening, it feels not comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked my life before all this. What is happening? I don't know that I want to be her assistant anymore. I don't know if I enjoy this person who I've always
like, you love her, but just for my sanity, I can't, I'm unsure.
It was just a lot.
Yeah.
But I had just committed to moving to Los Angeles, and I thought, well, maybe this is what God has for me right now. Maybe this is actually like the path to something. I don't know, but this is too wild. I've got to just kind of keep going with this Sally Kirkland and figure her out and how this all will work, which I did. And I still am doing, actually, decades later.
The moments with your parents, because so not only do we get, this actor version of you, Jennifer Tilly playing your mom, when your parents saw this, what notes were passed between them? How was that, and that, response from your parents? And did did Sally Kirkland actually really call your parents back then as well?
Yes. Oh, yes. And in fact, that phone call to my parents was 6 hours long.
Yeah.
And the producers said, no one's going to buy that. We have to make it 3 hours long. So in the movie, it says 3 hours later. It was actually 6 hours later.
Wow.
So it's funny how, like, real life is so much more screwy than the movie version. But yes, that all happened. And my mother, I didn't have rehearsals with the actors. We just dove in and started filming as soon as they were cast, pretty much. So it's not like Jennifer Tilly studied my mother and had conversations with her or anything. She just followed the script and created this character, which I was hoping she was going to do. Yeah. And all the actors, basically, we didn't have enough time to rehearse. So that's what they did. And my mother looked at the film finally, and she goes, wow, the world's going to think I'm a screwball. And I'm like, no, well, Mom, this isn't a documentary about your life. Like, this is an actress known for great comedy doing this
Yeah.
comic
She's still
version of
very
Joanne.
loving, you know.
Yeah, and she's doing her own version, which is just great. And Lenny Von Dohlen plays my father, and a lot of people will remember him from Twin Peaks and Electric Dreams in the 80s, and he's many things. This is his final movie. He passed away of cancer a year or two ago now, but he never got to see Sallywood, and it breaks my heart. But my father also passed away. So, working with Lenny as my dad was such a joy. I even gave him some of my dad's clothing to wear because he's playing a Maine guy, And I did semi, I had to, when you're making a movie, you have to kind of fictionalize it a little bit.
Yeah,
you have to,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of like polishing the edges, exaggerating certain things, truncating other things so that it fits into the format of the film. And so people who really know my dad will be like, that wasn't your dad. And I'll be like, well, no, but that's the movie version. But he did capture a certain essence about my dad, which is really a beautiful thing considering they never met.
Yeah.
And we made this film, not for millions and millions of dollars. So we brought something of great value with a lot of heart and soul, and blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm just so proud of it.
You should be. And I hope that, that they're probably looking down, being very proud of this moment and for this work.
Well, my mom's
rest in power to them both
right now, so she's alive and well. But my dad, you're right.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, to the actor as well as your father.
Oh, and Lenny, yeah. Also, Michael Lerner, who plays Ned Levitt, my new boss in the movie, who people will remember from movies like Elf or The Postman Always Rings Twice. He's a major veteran character actor. This was his final film too. He just recently passed away. Michael Lerner, great, Oscar nominated for Barton Fink in 1990, the Coen Brothers movie.
Well, I'm sure they're smiling and they're proud of this work. It's again such a lovely film, Zach, and you should be definitely proud of it. So
thank you, KUYA P.
Definitely. It just makes me smile thinking about this film. It's so relatable in the characters and even in its flaws of certain characters. Like you're saying, your mom might have been slightly worried, or Sally might have been slightly worried of how they portray. But I think those are just those little nuances that we all have. Because I know my mom, just like you're in the film when your mother's character
Joanne
says. Yes, is like, what about the Law and Order person? I think it was like that would have been my mom.
Yeah.
No matter what I do in the industry, like it could be the it person that's nobody if she doesn't know him. Like,
right.
What about this person? I'm like,
yeah, right. And you're like, what? Wait, what?
Exactly. It was so relatable. I love it.
I know. So your parents' references to pop culture are always a funny thing, because it's just a different thing. Yeah,
completely agree.
And I live near my mom. She's a widow, and I take care of her affairs. And she daily does this thing with me. Maybe your parents or grandparents do this, where they're like, that I'm thinking of that actress. She was in that show with the guy. He was a sex addict, and he's been divorced so many times, and they like found aliens. Do you know the girl I'm talking about? And I'm like. And you have to follow this train of thought because they don't have the names like that. So you're like, the who? And I always figure it out. It's like a riddle.
I love it. So yes, sir. Thank you again, Zach, for sharing about this film. What do you hope people leave with seeing Sallywood when it arrives on Prime Video and all digital platforms on November 14th?
What I want people to do is I want people to go on Rotten Tomatoes or Letterboxd or IMDb and write a review. Those reviews mean so much, especially now just coming out of the starting gate. I want, if you really enjoyed it, definitely just take a minute, write a review. It can be just a couple sentences or one sentence or one word, whatever it is, and just, give it a good rating, and tell your friends, tell whoever that you think might like it. I know everyone out there has a friend or relative that will like it. So I just want the world to, love my baby.
I definitely agree. I support you, sir.
My baby that's just being born.
I love that. Support filmmaking, y'all. That is what I shout out to the heavens every time I do interviews here on the NRW. We are trying to create things to inspire, educate, and entertain you. And we really appreciate your support while doing so, especially those of us that don't have the pockets like some of these other studios out here that are just monopolizing everything right now, but I won't get into politics.
We're independent artists.
Yeah.
We're independent filmmakers. So, that's a great thing to be.
Completely agree. So, Zack, we love SALLYWOOD. Like I said, I could give you nothing but I'm sending virtual flowers at you right now. Kudos to you on this. And like I said, I'm here. I'm in the cheering camp for your sophomore effort. I need another one. Are there any thoughts, energies of where you want to go, possibly with a future project?
Well, let me just tell you,
a personal one.
Yeah, they're always personal, but I want to make comedies. I love comedy. I love watching horror. I love watching, dramatic films or documentaries or anything that's complex and harrowing. I love all filmmaking, but I myself want to make comedy films. I have a blast making them. I want the audiences to laugh and smile. And there's a short supply of comedies for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like it. I wish there were more better comedies out there. So anyway, that's my mission.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait. And I hope it continues to have the same heart that this film does as well, because I think the best comedies also have a lot of heart that people don't even recognize, but that we connect with, and that's why we feel it even more and it resonates even more. So thank you, Zack. Again, this was such a joy, and I'm wishing you nothing but love and positive vibes and energy. As that next project comes along, please come back. You have an open door. I want to again throw more love at you. Because I think we need that.
I feel your love, KUYA P, and nerds rule the world. Okay, let's just be clear.
I appreciate you, everybody. That is the amazing Xaque Gruber. I was calling you Zack, but I didn't catch the last name again. Xaque Gruber, writer director, the man behind SALLYWOOD, the love of SALLYWOOD, and shout out to Sally Kirkland, the entire cast, your entire set family. It takes a village. Again, much love to everybody over there on your team, Zack. I am KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Go check out SALLYWOOD, hitting all digital platforms on November 14th. And let's talk about it in the comments below. We're out. Bye. There we go, Zack.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world.
Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world. So more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh, nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like nerds rule the world. Like I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
They're nice to meet you. Nerds do rule the world.
We do. We're phenomenal, aren't we?
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes,
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
we're just the best.
Yes. Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. We are recording. Let's have some fun. In a 1, 2, 3.